What's up? What's up? What's up? This your boy MDAVIS, and this the Riding Out All Day podcast. And of course, I got my expert analyst, aka my motherfucking niggas. Fellas, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
What's cracking? It's your boy CJEEZY repping Salt Lake City, baby.
What's cracking in Salt Lake right now? What's going on, my nigga?
There's a whole lot of hotness, my nigga. It's crazy hot out here.
And when that nigga say crazy hot, he mean it's 90 degrees.
Nigga, 100 out here for like 115 out there. This shit crazy. They got all type of fires and some more shit.
What's the temperature?
Let me see. Today it's 91 right now. It's actually better right now. But it's been crazy.
Man, I break somebody's neck for 90 degrees.
Being in the desert, I feel that.
And we waiting on this nigga Moody to tap in. So when he get in, but we gonna, we gonna talk about this annihilation last night.
Boy.
And if don't nobody know what we talking about, it ain't no way you don't know what we talking about. But if you don't know what we talking about the Locks versus Dipset versus last night. It went down. It got ugly. It got crazy.
That shit got ignorant.
It got ignorant. But I will say that I learned a lot from that live yesterday.
What you mean?
You can't count these old niggas out. Like when I was watching that live, I started thinking about all the new rap acts and all the young niggas that's rapping right now, and I noticed in the comments I ain't really see none of them in there. That's the shit you want to be watching yesterday. Two of the biggest groups in New York City, different parts of the city, different parts of the state, major catalogs, different affiliations. Not only that, it's a big, like the violence in New York right now is going crazy. And for them two niggas to be up there, them two groups to be up there performing at Madison Square Garden, that shit was crack.
Yeah, that shit was cracking.
I felt the energy. And I ain't even from there. I felt that shit.
Shit, it was hard not to, nigga. That shit was active.
I felt like I was getting a little concert / just the New York. That shit went hard.
Yeah, nigga, that shit definitely had concert vibes, my nigga. That shit was live.
And the cold part is you can't when they go on tour, it's gonna be hard to recreate that. Like that nigga Jadakiss was in tip top Michael Jordan form. Like that nigga was out there looking like one of the fucking Avengers. That nigga was out there looking like fucking Tony Stark's Iron Man when he saved everybody from fucking Thanos.
That nigga was out there playing no games for real. I love that shit.
This nigga went fucking berserk. First off, let me start by saying I apologize. I, on the last podcast, said that it wasn't even a chance for the Locks. I fucking apologize. Styles P, Sheik, and motherfucking Jadakiss, I apologize. I apologize.
The crazy part about that is majority of motherfuckers felt the same way you did. Like, nobody expected this shit.
It wasn't even, in my opinion, it wasn't even close. I felt like them niggas was way more strategic. Clearly, they put in way more time in practicing and setting up their playlists and you know what I'm saying, and the way they was doing shit, because what I watched was a fucking masterpiece.
Oh, yeah.
The Dips wasn't ready. I feel like the Dips just said, we're going to play these songs. I feel like they, like how Jada said when he said Cameron was going to plan on sitting there for a little bit longer. But them niggas brought that heat too quick. Them niggas came out firing. I don't think they was ready for that. I think they thought Cameron's cockiness and his arrogance was going to carry them further than it did.
I think they thought their cockiness in general was gonna carry them more than they did, because they knew they had better hits for sure. They just thought that shit was just gonna speak for itself. But nah, this the verses, my nigga.
Yeah,
you gotta perform.
And stage presence, you know what I'm saying? When the locks came out, they had the they all came out as a group. They was on time. They walked in there by themselves.
No extras.
No extras. Yeah, when Cam and them walked out, nigga, Cameron wasn't there. It looked unorganized. They had 20 motherfuckers on stage with them.
Yeah.
When Cameron did finally come out, the cameraman wasn't on him. Like, it just, the Dips let me down, bro.
Yeah, nigga, it seemed like they wouldn't, like, they probably didn't even show up together. Like, they had no unity whatsoever.
Yeah, they definitely all came in different cars.
For sure.
And didn't talk that day. Them niggas was like, oh, we got this. We got this. This easy work.
Right.
That was a chess game. The Locks was playing chess. The Lakers, I said the Lakers. And the fucking Dipset was playing checkers.
Nigga, what about when Cam was laying out? He thought he was just gonna be cool and lay up on that little lawn chair. Nigga, Jadakiss snatched that nigga up out the chair and shit, nigga, on some hood shit.
Jadakiss sat in the motherfucking chair.
Hell yeah, nigga.
Like it was some low-key bullying going on too.
Oh yeah, definitely. On that D-Black shit.
Yeah, it was
nigga, they started the show. This nigga Sheik said, these pretty ass pussies over here.
Yeah, that nigga. And wasn't he the one who called them bitches?
I ain't hear no bitches.
Yeah, it was said.
I know he started this shit with pussies though.
Yeah, that shit got active early. But I mean, they said they was gonna get it in and get active, so ain't no rules.
Hey, what about when Jada snatched that nigga Joel's bandana off his head though?
And threw it on the ground.
Nigga, it was some bullying going on last night.
And threw it on the ground.
Yeah.
But you saw when Cam kicked Styles?
When he was trying to snatch him off the lawn chair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gave that nigga a quick foot real quick. Oh shit, we got the third member of the Locks in here.
Dog, I'm over this app.
We're not on the app. We're in the studio. What are you talking about, sir?
Whatever.
see, that's what happens. That's what happens when you're in Mars all the fucking time. You forget we in the studio.
Wait till I send y'all screen recorded me trying to get in. Wait till y'all see that shit. This is a group text.
Hey,
y'all gonna see why I'm frustrated.
So anyway, introduce yourself.
It's your man Wayne J. Trump, aka the fourth member of the Locks. We busted that ass last night, bitches. Fuck out of here.
And turn your audio down. You loud like Jules Santana was last night, but it ain't getting So
what's the deal, fellas?
We just talking about the verses. This episode is purely about the verses last night. We had to do emergency. We don't even do podcasts on this day, but we had to do emergency one for this shit.
Okay. So what's the takeaway from last night's ass whipping slaughter that went on?
The takeaway for me is I apologize to the fucking Locks. I wholeheartedly look like a dumbass, feel like a dumbass. I can't believe the Dips went out like that. I cannot, like, I was embarrassed. I cannot believe they booed Cameron at Madison Square Garden.
That shit crazy.
I mean, they just ain't got
They booed Killer. They booed Killer.
They ain't got a lot of hits. He was looking a little desperate. That's why they was booing him. He knew he was getting torched at that point. So he tried to pull out a rhyme out of his bag of tricks. They wasn't trying to hear that shit. They was trying to hear the music. They ran out of music.
For Cameron to be as arrogant as he is, I felt like they would have had more. They would have been better prepared.
Yeah. I will say this. That's one thing about them fucking with Diddy. Diddy prepared them for that type of stuff. Like they, you know what I mean? Like they performers. They know what to do. They know how to put sets together. Like they fucked with Diddy for the longest time, so they knew what they were doing. They professional, man. Them guys, they came into business last night.
And Freaky Zeke, you my nigga, but what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah, he was on some kind of weird walking across the stage. No, Jewels, man. I feel like Jewels hit the pipe before he came out. He was tripping. Like, he was really like on some other shit. Like, he was like the drawing board that everybody don't want there. Yeah, he was wild.
And the cold part is he's supposed to be the turn up for the Dipset.
Sure,
he's supposed to be
sure.
He was supposed to be that fire. And I feel like I feel like once they got hit with like 5 in a row, I feel like they had already gave up.
Yeah. They knew once they started hearing the different joints, and like, you know, they waited to play. Like, yo, he pulled out the Mariah Honey joint. Yo, the Lex really was on every fucking thing at one point, yo.
But let's not forget how they pulled out the Mariah joints, how they went into the R&B, the ladies band.
Yo,
all because of who? All because of who? Who fucked that up for them? Jules Santana.
Yeah, he wanted to be on stage with his fake teeth. And you see when Jada took his band-aid off his head, slammed it on the floor. Yeah, Jules was looking bad, man. Jules went out bad last night, yo.
Yeah, I was like, nigga, y'all Dipset, like, y'all niggas is known for being the flyest niggas in New York.
Yeah, and it was not fly.
What are you doing?
Hey, y'all seen the meme? Y'all seen the meme? It said it looked like Jewels put on the Jewels went out there dressed in a clothes pile from the corner.
my nigga, like when I say the Dipset was my favorite New York group, to see what I saw, like, nigga, that shit hurt me.
But let me say this: Jewels was the epitome of a New York nigga. He had 3 things on his head last night. He had a bandana, a do-rag, and a fitted hat, all at the same fucking time, yo. That was some New York shit.
This for the old niggas. When I saw Cam get booed, that was like when Mike Tyson got knocked out for the first time. Like,
it was weird to see it. Yeah, it was weird to see it. I
was like, what?
And NYC.
And Cam, like, he like tried to play it off, and they start booing that nigga again, and I could see the frustration in his face. And here comes Zeke trying to save him and start yelling and I'm like, man, I'm gonna keep it real. The first time Cameron said they about to end this shit, they should have ended it.
Yeah.
The first time what?
Yeah.
Cameron was like, yo, we got 3 songs apiece. They should have ended it at that 3 songs. Because when them niggas let the Locks get into that little melody, it was over.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The crack. Oh, go ahead, man.
I can't remember the last time I ever seen Cameron look that vulnerable, for real.
Yeah.
That hurt me. That nigga's a superhero in this rap shit. And not just for rap, just because it's Cam. You know what I'm saying?
He lucky him and 50 ain't beefing no more, because 50 would have a fucking field day with that shit, yo.
50's already having a field day.
Really? Is 50 going in?
He's already having a field day.
58 don't. Yo, everything about last night was all bad.
Nigga, I ain't seen this many pictures of a nigga just floating on the internet since Obama won the fucking election.
Yo, and then they gonna play the New York show with him and Jay-Z, thinking that was gonna take over. And then Jada played the Fat Joe New York. I was like, yeah, they're just killing them. This joint is just not fair. And that's one of my favorite Fat Joe records.
The cold part,
Ja Rule record, rather.
The cold part is, I think Cameron won that round.
You think so?
I do.
Not at all.
I definitely
the way that New York joint hit. No. Go ahead.
I finish?
I'm listening.
The only reason I think Jadakiss won that is because of his stage presentation, the timing, how he like was like, oh, you got a New York joint? Like all of that, I feel like made it like, oh shit. But song wise, I 100%.
But listen to all the reasons you gave why it was, and to the one reason you gave why it wasn't.
But this is what I'm saying. My opinion, I feel like it was a better song. But as far as what I watched, Jada got the round.
I honestly,
you see what I'm saying?
I honestly feel after hearing them songs side by side, think the Ja Rule joint is better, man. Like that joint would just get me way more hype if I was a New York nigga than the Welcome to New York City joint. That's just me though.
Nah,
especially the way
that I got 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York. That joint hard.
But think about it. Think about if Cameron would have started the show off with that. When he said, "Nigga, this our home. Nigga, you niggas is visitors. Nigga, y'all go first." And they would have went, and then Cam would have said that and started it with that New York shit.
I mean,
different
I feel
energy
you on that's absolutely true. I feel you, but like if we talk about New York niggas and the way New York niggas is, that Ja Rule joint go way harder. That joint go way fucking harder, dog. The only reason you saying that is because Jay on that joint. That's the only reason. Jay wasn't on that record. You wouldn't give two fucks about it,
nigga. Yes, I would, nigga. Trust me. I'm just saying, like. It was. I feel like their timing. Even when they was talking over the song and over the beat, and DJ was fucking them up. He wasn't stopping the songs on point and starting them on point. Like Cameron, like, oh you niggas, oh okay, drop that. 30 seconds later, the song dropped. Nigga, you know, on stage when your song don't drop, when you tell the DJ to drop it, nigga, that's like being up there naked.
Yeah, remember Biggie? They having Biggie do a water bottle at
the Cameron should have threw that fucking pool bench at that nigga. That line.
Nigga, I mean, Dipset was bringing out all the stops, my nigga. Jim Jones had him bring out a whole chain. None of that shit was helping.
None of it worked.
You know why?
It
was too late. They didn't strategically. They planned their shit. But they planned it just going off of the songs they were playing. They didn't play it off. They didn't plan it off of like, all right, if these niggas do this, we're gonna do this. If they say this, we're gonna say. They didn't plan it off that. They just
planned it off their playlist. The Lox did that though. The Lox definitely did that. The Lox and they were so quick with it. Even when like Jim Jones got the chain put on his neck. He was like, man, that's some corny shit right there. Like they had stuff for every.
And then what the Lox said, and then what Jada could say, nigga, don't take it back after the show.
Yeah, they ran down on them last night.
Jadakiss was in a rare form. And Moody, before you got on, I had to send out an apology to the Lox because you was the only one that had them winning.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but you know better because we grew up. You know better. Like, you remember the end of the 90s, the early 2000s, the Lox ran. Like, low-key, Dipset is a direct descendant of the Lox. So it's kind of like, I heard y'all when y'all was saying all that Dipset shit. But it's like, man, y'all forgot about what the Lox did out here in the street.
Moody, I'm telling you, I forgot.
Yeah. No,
nigga, nobody could have predicted Jadakiss in that form, my nigga.
Right. He was on some other shit. Even when I first turned it on, I'm like, damn, Jada iced out.
Straight up. He was swagged out form.
He was on a swag that you don't usually see from him. He was different last night.
That was that CMOS. That was that fucking CMOS, that black seed oil. That nigga was looking in shape, looked fit.
Yeah.
Nigga, all of them niggas.
He was iced out. Yeah, he was in his bag. He was in his bag last night.
His vocal control was like, nigga, them niggas was really rapping, nigga. They were acapella, and them niggas they all knew each other's lines. Like, even that as a viewer watching that, and then you see Dipset going, they lip singing, they don't know the words. Niggas is only doing the famous ad libs at a part. Like, it made you think like, oh my God, these old niggas is getting it cracking.
Then Freaky Zeke was looking dumb. Joel's looking like he just came from a free basis session. Cameron was rocking the cookie bush. Them boys just was looking all out of sync. They didn't have that normal Dipset swag they usually got. That was not there on stage last night.
They looked a little dry. They
did. That swag that Dipset always got, it was not there last night at all. It wasn't.
And that was and when I saw that was the first time that I like really looked at them like, mind you, we all old, but that was the first time I was like, damn, these niggas old.
Yeah, they definitely are.
You see what I'm saying? Even though the Lox is older, But when I was looking at the locks, I'm like, damn, these niggas, nigga, they look fresh.
But you know what's crazy? Do you remember a couple months ago they did like that thing in the garden? The Dipset, they had that little
the reunion,
that reunion. But do you remember like the little? I guess you would call it like a commercial almost that they did for it with them three rats. They kind of look. That shit was tight. Don't get me wrong, but they kind of looked like they didn't even have a swag on that shit. When you really, really think about it, they didn't look like their normal selves on that joint.
You know what I think that is? My opinion. I think that's from them not like kicking it every day and being around each other.
With each other.
Yeah, like you could still tell like the locks, like them niggas still fuck with each other. Like nigga, at one point, Cameron turned around and was like looking at Freaky like, oh shit, what up, nigga? Dapped him up, gave him a hug on stage. I'm like, wasn't y'all niggas just in the back prepping for this shit, nigga?
Maybe
nigga,
not. Cam probably pulled up right when the shit started.
Nigga,
wasn't Jim Jones? No. Didn't Jim Jones come? Didn't one of them come late?
Cam.
Yeah.
Like I was telling CJ, I'm like, nigga, when the locks came out, they came out by themselves. They got the little front room camera time. Boom. They walked on stage. One nigga was with them. Nigga, when Dip came out, it was 50 niggas. Nobody knew who was who. The cameraman didn't have a camera on cam. Like, it got chaotic.
Dipset brought all the niggas on stage.
Majority of them.
Necessarily.
Okay.
And then that backfired on them niggas. Like the lawn chair, all that shit backfired on them because it was all gimmicks. And sometimes gimmicks, how you look stupid.
Yeah, they don't work.
Yeah, but remember, CJ, what I told you? I said, I don't like this setup. But what I didn't get to finish saying was I didn't like the setup because I knew that it was going to be a bunch of niggas on stage and it was going to take away from what was going on. That shit would have looked way more crispy if it wouldn't have been all them motherfuckers on stage.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I start seeing IG influencers on there and shit. And, like, I'm like, who let these niggas? If they up there, shit, Riding Out All Day podcast should be on that motherfucker.
Yeah, it did give you, but it gave you that effect of like concerts, hip hop concerts back in the day, where every motherfucker would be on stage with the artist. It gave you that. It should have just been the artists up there doing their thing for sure.
Yeah,
like kind of how JeeZY and Gucci did it, like that. It could have been that way. It'd been cool. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to ask y'all. Compared to the JeeZY and Gucci shit, how y'all compare this today?
Oh, it's not even close.
I myself think the presentation of the JeeZY and Gucci was better, but I like this one better because it's more my music than JeeZY and Gucci my music. I mean, I fuck with JeeZY and Gucci, don't get me wrong, but I was a young bull when the locks but when the locks was out, like the locks take me back to a time where I was just having fun like a motherfucker every day, all the time. So that was more of a nostalgia factor for me. That's why I fuck with this joint more than I fuck with the Gucci and JeeZY joint. Gucci and JeeZY joint was dope. But
see, this is the big difference though. These niggas was at Madison Square Garden. If the amount of people that was at Madison Square Garden was at that strip club, they would have had to have that shit on a roof, and the parking lot would have been the stage.
Yeah.
And not only that, these is New York niggas. Like, nigga, you know it's New York time. It's all kinds of other shit going on in New York right now. Like, niggas, the gang wars out there is crazy right now. Gun violence is up right now.
You see the bathroom? They showed a clip of the bathroom at Madison Square Garden.
The two chicks was in the bathroom.
Nigga, I thought that was the subway, nigga. I said, that was the bathroom.
They was rolling up in the bath. They was wilding out.
My nigga. They was smoking in that motherfucker.
Wilding in Madison Square Garden last night, yo. It was wilding.
It was a hot dog cart in the bathroom, nigga.
Yo, they was in the bathroom slinging glizzies, yo. They out of pocket.
Like, oh shit! That's when I was like, oh, we finna watch some nigga. That shit was historical.
It definitely was.
That shit was historical. That was the best verses ever.
Yeah, it's the best one I've seen so far. Hands down.
That's what.
And that was the most entertaining joint I've seen.
All right,
most energy. That shit was ratchet.
It was some hood shit.
And this is the cold part. I even took Jadakiss and Cameron out of it and just did it like Jewel's verse, and the nigga the Lock still won.
I don't know about that.
Nah, nigga. Nah, you got an overall performance, my nigga. You know, like outstanding performance. That's what you win at the The Emmy Awards.
Yeah.
Nigga, the Sheik and Styles had outstanding performances. Like
they did. They put on a show.
They
the
all
motherfuckers came prepared.
Yeah, song wise, all the Sheik's songs that he did, he hit his verses. Nigga, I didn't even think he was gonna do that many songs. Like they had they lanes, nigga. Styles had like nigga, that shit was on point. And when shit got even a little close, Jada come in and smash them niggas.
You gotta think them niggas was on that No Way Out tour. They know about that stage presence, dog. They had lesson in that shit. So.
But let's not forget Jadakiss has done this before, so he knew how to play the crowd. He knew the cameras to look into. That nigga knew exactly what the fuck he was doing.
He did. Who did he do a verses with? He did do a verses.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
that's right. He did do that verses with Fabulous. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so
that's why he knew. Okay, he came in that motherfucker seasoned. Okay,
yeah,
that makes sense.
He did.
They already got the memes out saying the first nigga on verses to go 2-0. But yeah, Jadakiss was in rare form. That nigga was, that boy, Black Seed Oil and fucking CMOS, boy. You see what that shit do to you?
So I hear they're supposed to be going on tour as a result of this versus them, Blocks, Dipset, and one more group. Stay Property. I heard they supposed to be hitting the road with that. That should be dope.
September.
Nigga,
yep.
They should have went on. Nigga, they should have went on tour right after that. They should be on the road right now.
Yeah, they should. They shouldn't wait. They definitely shouldn't wait.
Yeah, they should go get that shit cracking immediately.
For real.
But man, what else? What was some other highlights?
I seen Fat Joe in the audience.
Carmelo was out there.
Carmelo.
I saw a whole bunch of street niggas that's really connected out there in the audience.
That nigga Lenny from The Rock said it took him 3 hours to get in that motherfucker.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that joint was on another level. Like, just the fact that they even had it in the garden was just the fucking garden. It was in Madison Square Garden first.
And they was smoking in that motherfucker though.
That was big, yeah.
Hey, Moody, did you see the when Cameron kicked Sheik Styles?
Yeah, I seen that when they was sitting on the floor where he was sitting in the lawn. I seen that shit.
It could have got ugly right there.
It did. It could have got ugly a couple of times. It could have got ugly with Crackhead Jules too. Crackhead Jules was on Planet Rock last night, not knowing what the fuck he was doing. There was a couple of times where I thought Jada was gonna put him on his back. Styles was gonna put him on his back, but I was like, I guess they know what they doing out there, but
Jules
was acting like an asshole.
I feel like Jules didn't show up. Like if anybody didn't show up, it was Jules Santana to me. And being the youngest nigga out of Dipset, I feel like they should have been way more strategic on using his songs to
especially because of your whole junkie. You gotta be strategic when you bring a junkie to the fight party. It ain't but so much the nigga gonna be able to do. So
nigga, I blame all that shit on Cam. Nigga, he could have put this shit together. Like, look, this is how we gonna do it. You could tell he was the one that cared the least about all that shit.
Nah, the crazy part is I think he cared the most.
You think so?
And didn't execute.
Nah, not based on what I saw.
Not at all.
No, but I feel like that's
Cameron.
Cameron attitude is like that all the time.
No, I feel like if he cared, if you can even think that he cared, he clearly came thinking it was going to be way sweeter than it was.
Well,
he came with that attitude, like, man, this shit is cakewalk.
That's Cameron.
Yeah, no.
But as far as putting shit together, I think they put shit together. I just think what they thought wasn't what they thought.
Well, that part's clear. That part's definitely clear.
How Boxer go in the ring with an undefeated record and get knocked out, and he wake up like, oh shit, I don't know what happened. They caught me with a good one. That's what happened. Like, you gotta think, after like song number 8, I was like, it really don't matter what they play because the Locks got the audience.
Yeah, like once the Locks had the audience, it was a wrap. Like the Locks, they were just responding more to everything that the Locks played. There was a lot of stuff that Dipset played after a while that they just wasn't reacting to no more. Like,
and they should have been reacting. That's my point.
Yeah, I was about to say, and dope records that we normally react to, we was like, next. But every time the Locks played something, niggas was hyper shit.
Because
that
energy was hitting different. And it was blatantly obvious. Like I saw the cameraman, shine up on the Dipset a couple times, and them niggas was over there looking like, oh my God.
Nigga, it's kind of like what you would expect for real. Like how that went down. Like them niggas is like more street, more bullies, nigga, and that's how that happened. Like they bullied that shit from.
More militant, more strategic, more seasoned.
Y'all see what just broke in the group text.
But like Cameron, I ain't gonna lie, Cameron was trying. Cameron wasn't going down like no bitch.
He wasn't, but it wasn't nothing he could do. Like that shit was over.
Somebody said he needed to bring out Max B.
But what about when Styles P said free Max B though on stage? That was awkward.
Yeah. He claimed it.
But then he cleaned it up and said free Mel Murder and all them, and that's when Certified Gangster came through. I thought that was a good intro into Jim Jones getting his one of his songs off, but I just feel like the timing was bad. Like, you know, a comedian that's funny, but nigga, you in a bad mood and he start telling jokes and you just be like, nah, nigga, this ain't it right now. That's how
you just ain't feeling it. You just ain't feeling it.
That's how I felt about Dipset.
Like even like when Cam did The Rock, Just Fire. That's one of my favorite Cam verses, favorite songs by Cam period, but one of my favorite Cam verses ever. He did that joint. I just did not feel that shit at all. I fucking love that record. It just didn't do anything for me last night hearing him do that joint on the first.
All the big records I thought was gonna do something for me really didn't hit like I thought they
would. Like Not For Nothing. What's my favorite shit? Dipset Anthem. Remember how hype I was? Like, did it just start? Did I miss that? When that came on, I'm like, really? This is all I'm getting from the Dipset? That's my shit.
Yeah.
They ain't had it last night. Yeah,
and I want to know who Cameron Dipset's DJ was, because I felt like he had a lot to do with
Did they have the same DJ?
Nah.
There wasn't one DJ out there?
Who was the DJ that played that Hit 'Em Up that everybody mad about?
That was the Locks DJ.
Everybody like, yeah, nigga, you don't play Hit 'Em Up in an all New York crowd, nigga. What's wrong with you? You ain't reading the room.
That nigga didn't give a fuck. He played a couple other songs. I was like, what the fuck? That nigga ain't give a fuck. That nigga said, I need everybody off the stage. Y'all niggas got to get from behind me.
Well, I know this. I know the streaming numbers for the Locks and Dipset are both up to date. Because I've been listening to the Locks all day long today.
I think that's one of the benefits of doing the verses. That
absolutely.
Happens
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just felt like they didn't bring it. They would have had to been battling some other niggas, because that nigga, like everything I think was flawed. I felt like the prop shit was whack.
Yeah.
The little cool nigga shit they was on at a point, it got played out because like, oh no, these niggas really rapping. We don't give a fuck about that beach chair, about this nigga putting his chain on. Like, nigga, do something. Like y'all had the background vocals. Y'all niggas was relying on y'all. Like, after the nigga said, "Why don't y'all spit this shit live? This is New York, nigga. We putting on a show. This is the Mecca." He should have told him, "Yo, turn the vocals off on this shit." I don't even think these niggas had a set list, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. Cam didn't prepare, nigga. As the leader, that's his responsibility.
Cameron wasted too much time with his niggas setting up a beach chair for him and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I could never be the nigga out there in front of all them people setting up Cam's fucking beach chair.
You couldn't hold your nigga down?
Nah. All them bitches that was on stage, one of them should have been doing that.
There was some bitches on there. I was wondering that too. Like, it's bitches on there?
Yeah, it was getting crazy, but man. Shout out to the Locks. This was just a quick podcast we was knocking out for niggas, just so we could stay relevant with what's going on with the times. You know, we really record only like twice a week. But we're going to drop this one tomorrow, bright and early. Hey, the Locks, I'm sorry. I apologize. We got it wrong. CJ apologized too, because we got it wrong.
Yeah, I think a lot of people got that one wrong, though.
But shout out to New York. Shout out to Dipset. Shout out to the Locks, niggas. That shit was cool as fuck. I love to see that.
Great for hip hop. That shit was beautiful.
The Essence, them OG rap niggas was up there doing their thing. You young niggas could learn a lot about that. You know, it ain't too many hip hop groups right now. So pay respects to the ones that's still out here, man. We out this bitch. This the Road Podcast.
And we out.